Hello, HQTs. Now, the Harry and Meghan Lifetime movie aired in the US last night, and it apparently didn't suck. Surprisingly enough, after Will and Kate's version was destroyed on social media, we expected a similar fate here too, but surprisingly, people kind of liked it. Well, we always know what you like, players. You like trivia. Lots and lots of trivia, and we are here to give it to ya. I'm Shazza Carpenter, your queen of the quizzer, and this is HQ Trivia, where you use your brain to make it rain. The rules here are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy to hard. You've got 10 seconds to tap the answer. If you get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right, and you win, or you split that cash. And tonight we are giving away a highly rated £550. That's enough to spark your own romance, cook up a bunch of roast chicken dinners, ring excluded, or buy some fly new royal-worthy looks for your wardrobe. But before you burn it, you've got to earn it. Let's get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. Both the Stone Roses and the Happy Mondays were formed in which city? Manchester, Mos Eisley, Middlemarch. What do you think? Stone Roses, Happy Mondays, both formed in the 80s, but where? They spent most of their time believing they were in Mos Eisley, but when they were sober, both bands actually formed in Manchester. Manchester, your winning answer here. 185,000 of your city slickers got that one right. They were both tentpoles of the Manchester indie scene, kicking off the 90s with a Mancunian twang. Q2, which of these dishes was specially created for the day Princess Elizabeth became queen? Royal jelly, coronation chicken, Victoria sponge. Funny to think of Lizzie as Princess Elizabeth, but she was way back when. You're going to be royally jelly if you went for it, because that was obviously created for Beyonce's wedding. Of course, it's coronation chicken. Winner, winner, chicken dinner for 125,000 of you. Originally called Poulet Reine Elizabeth, we swapped that mouthful for the more digestible coronation chicken. Okay, it's shout out time, players. We see you out there. Hello to Jodie and Jamie at the University of Surrey, Murray and Jenny at the Leeds Uni Library right now, and Rob Headland and the Leicester Uni boys as well. Hi to Aidan Drew, Aaron Lee, and the Lakeside Repair Room. Good luck to all of you players in the game. Moving on to Q3. It's against the rules to play which of these sports left-handed? Football, rugby, polo. So I guess I'm out. I'm a lefty for life. We have enough trouble with can openers, let alone getting shunned by sports. Unwelcoming to both types of lefty, it's polo. Polo, your winning answer. 117,000 of you with the minty win here. The rule may sound snooty, but it's actually to stop horse collisions when players approach the ball from opposite directions. I guess it makes sense. Q4. Until the 1940s, the Church of England had a rule that women must wear what in church? Corsets, hats, red shoes. We're all up in our wardrobe. Rosary beads may be vital. Of England we're talking about here, making aisle-side ascot optional. It was hats. Hats off to 102,000. Showed their hair in public before the 40s. I guess it was scandalous. Q5. Which of these TV sitcoms uses a laugh track, also known as canned laughter? The Big Bang Theory, Arrested Development, Modern Family. Yes, they still use laugh tracks out there. Some of them do. 3 US shows crammed with lols, but who gets theirs out of a can? The real reason every bazinga gets a laugh, it's the Big Bang Theory. And a banging 72,305 of you got that one right. Hugely popular since the 50s, the use of canned laughter has diminished greatly in the last decade, thanks to shows like The Office. They don't need it. Q6. What's the name of the channel that separates New Ireland and New Britain in the Southern Hemisphere? The Solent, Thames Channel, St. George's Channel. New Ireland and New Britain, not Ireland and Britain, are plagiarizing brothers from an upside-down mother. But what keeps these British Isles apart? The same thing keeping Ireland from Wales. It's the St. George's channel. That's the answer we were looking for here on Q6, and 43,021 got that right on a brutalish question. Now, both islands are avoiding the copyright lawsuits in the Bismarck Archipelago near Papua. There they are. Q7. Who created a coffee brand called Laughing Man? Kevin Hart, Jerry Seinfeld, Hugh Jackman. His Wolverine energy comes from is Hugh Jackman. That's who. On our first savage question of the game, sizzling sausages, sad to see you leave. But 38,000 of you are gone, 5,029 of you get Java boost here on Q7. Jackman launched the company in 2011 with all profits going to support Ethiopian coffee farmers. Very nice to do that. Q8. Britain's largest onshore wind farm is located in which area of the country? Gower Peninsula, Cornwall, East Renfrewshire. I like wind farms. I'm a big fan. Get it? It doesn't get much windier than Whiteley Wind Farm, but what postcode is it in? Goodbye toupees. Hello, East Renfrewshire. That's what we were looking for here. 1,884 of you are below it. Is being built off the Yorkshire coast and will provide a Doc Brown approved 1.2 gigawatts of power. That's coming soon. Q9. What was the approximate population of the world in the year 1600? 550 million, 150 million, 350 million. It's a lot more right now, but what was it back then? There's almost 8 billion of us right now, but how many people were alive and kicking in 1600? Amazing they could even find anyone to wage war with. It was 550 million. That was the population. 505 of you nailed that on a brutal question here on Q9. There have been many studies into previous world populations, and most agree it was in the mid 500 millions. We're moving on to Q10. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles started out as an homage to which of the following? Daredevil, X-Men, Batman. Cowabunga dudes, that's all I can say. The Turtles were a parody of several comics, but which of these heroes were heavily in the mix? Ass of Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil is the answer we were looking for. Devilish win there for 224 of you. A young Matt Murdock even appeared in the first Turtles comic, being blinded by the same ooze that created them. That's what happened. Yeah. Q11. Which of these people has not appeared on a Bank of England £10 note? Florence Nightingale, William Shakespeare, Charles Darwin. Looking at £550 in front of you. They've all popped up on our Wonga, but who's never been on the back of a tenner? The bribe-worthy bard scribbling his way onto a 20 instead is William Shakespeare for the win here. 157 of you got that one right. Open wallets at the ready, because we are moving on to the final round. 157 players still in, 6 players using their extra lives to get back in. £550 sterling up for grabs. Who's about to take home that win? Q12. The first state visit to a communist country by a US president was to which country? Vietnam, Romania, China. Everything riding on this one, players. The Cold War was really heating up, but that didn't stop Richard Nixon visiting a host of communist nations. He was famously the first president to visit China, but he popped up somewhere else first. More rad than red these days. Romania is your winning answer here on Q12, and we have 39 winners, my lovelies. Nice one there. Congratulations to our 39 winners. You make me proud. You are taking home £14 and 11p. We've got Worry over there. We've got Harry Wheeler. Look, he looks surprised. Oh, geez, he's saying. We've got Whole Smart and a bunch of other winners as well. Well done. What are you going to do? Get yourself a new Coronation Chicken. Learn how to be right-handed. If you're a lefty, maybe you can play polo then. If that's your thing, there's a lot you can do with that £14 and 10p. What a fantastic game, HQTs. You really showed your finesse. As always, you can find me on the socials. You know where. Right here. Come say hi. Let me know how you did tonight as well. We've got more fun coming your way tomorrow at 3 p.m. with another chance to win more cold, hard cash. £550 of it to be exact. Until then, have a wonderful night, my lovelies, and I will see you soon. Bye!